Hello, everybody. Welcome to Collective Investments. Let's continue to talk about how to use backtest to find out the best period to borrow money and renew. If you are new to this channel, this is a little bit background about this video. Basically, you can use short box option spread to borrow money and use your stock portfolio as collateral. Shortbox is a very good method to borrow money because it has very low interest rate, basically US Treasury rate plus 0.3. And also, all interest is capital loss, which means you can save tax if you have other capital gains. And I'm trying to use backtest to find out how long to borrow the money and renew the borrow. For example, you borrow every 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and so on. So last time, I talked about a backtest result where it shows if you borrow 1 month and renew each month, it gives you the lowest interest rate. Or you can pick between 1 month and 3 months with a threshold. We explained the threshold in the previous video, and I will explain it again a little later. So from all those strategies, it shows that you either pick 1 month or pick between 1 month and 3 months and so on. But if you pick 3 months and 2 years, it ranks number 3, which looks very good. But I suspect this number is overfit because the 3 months and 2 year number never appear in the top 10 best strategies. So in this video, let's try to find out how to reduce the probability of overfit using backtest. So backtesting is a very common way to find out good strategies. Basically, you use previous trading data, whether it's a stock price or treasury rate, and you test different strategies. But one big problem of backtesting is overfitting, because if you are given lots of data, you can find out some rule that are totally wrong. For example, by looking at lots of data, somebody found out that the Bangladesh butter price can predict the S&P 500 price for 10 years. Although backtest can find it, we should not use it because this is obviously overfitting. And also actually after 1993, this relationship no longer holds. So how do we know the results we found is not overfitting? Or how to improve the quality of backtesting in this case? So one direction I can think of is to test different number of years. For example, I can test every 5-year period, 2000 to 2004, 2001 to 2005, and so on. So every rolling 5-year period, and every rolling 6-year period, and so on. After that, I can get the performance of many strategies, and I rank them. And then from the ranks of each strategy, I calculate the mean and the standard deviation of the rank, and then rank the mean. And then I sort by the mean of the ranks of each strategy. Okay, let's go check the result. So I run this program, and there are many rolling periods. So there are many strategies it's testing. And we have 34 years of period to test. After the test, we can find out that the fixed 1 month is still the best strategy. Its average rank is 3.3 with a standard deviation. Its best rank is 1, worst rank is 52. And there are total number of over more than 5,000 periods we tested. So this is pretty good. And the other periods, like 1 month to 3 months, they're still among the top strategies. So that means the 1 month and the 1 month, 3 months strategy is relatively good, is more robust. And the other strategy where you use 3 months and 2 years, we can no longer find it. It's 3 months, 2 years here. So it's way below many other strategies, although it ranked number one in some cases, but looks like it's not very robust. Okay, but is above method good enough? What's the problems? Well, you can find that many periods overlap, and the low overlapped years are counted multiple times. So for example, the year of 2004 data is counted 5 times in the 5 year period, and 6 times in the 6 year period, and so on. So when they are counted multiple times, they got a much higher weight than they're supposed to. So we should fix that as well. Let's not use overlapped data. Okay, let's run the program again and give the option of no overlap. When there's no overlap, the total strategies is much less. Instead of more than 5,000, it's only 85. And let's go to the top. The top strategies are similar. Still, the 1 month, 3 months, and fixed 1 month, and so on. And the standard deviation is also smaller than the mean, which is also a good sign. However, even if the data are not overlapped, it prefers to use older data. For example, if we have 15 years of data and when we test the 10-year period, we would pick the first 10 years. So we want to use the last 10 years and throw away the older data. That's assuming that newer data is a better way to predict our future. So in that case, let's try again. Okay, now I added the option use new data and run the test again. Still 85 strategies and go to the top. Fixed 1 month, moved to the top. And still the 1 month, 3 months strategy still among the top. So that's also very stable. But you may notice that the same data is counted multiple times in shorter periods. So for example, and there are many more short periods. But for the longer periods, there's very few. So if you put them together with equal weight, I think the longer year periods have a disadvantage. But in our backtest, we prefer a strategy if it works better in the longer years. So in that case, we may want to use a year length as a weight to get a weighted mean. So let's add the dash dash weighted parameter. Okay. So in this case, the fixed 1 month is still the best. And you choose between 1 month and 3 months is still pretty good. Or you choose fixed 3 months is also very good. So this means the top strategies based on the backtest. First is very simple. You pick 1 month, but the disadvantage is each month you need to renew your box. So if you're too busy, you don't want to do that, you can pick between 1 month and 3 months using the threshold 1.0. For example, you pick 3 months if the 3 months yield is more than double of the 1 month yield. Otherwise, you pick 1 month. Or you can use a program to find out other strategies, use a longer month if you prefer to not renew the box every month. For example, if you just run the backtest without any parameter, it gives you the rate and the rank of each strategy. If you don't want 1 month, you can type dash dash skip 1M. Now, the best strategy is to pick 3 months, or you change between 3 months and 1 year, so that reduces your frequency. Or if you also don't want to do it that frequently, you can also skip 3 months. So now you can pick between 6 months and 1 year, which looks like more robust. Or you always pick 6 months. Okay. And the backtest program is open sourced on the GitHub. So anybody can take a look, and I welcome any improvement on top of it. So that's all for today. Thank you.